Now we will see how we can change interrogative and imperative sentences into indirect and direct speech. First is interrogative sentence in indirect speech. Now while changing into indirect speech, verbs such as ask, inquire and demand are used as reporting verb. In case of WH questions, we use the same question word in indirect speech. Now and if the statement is yes no questions, now if the statement is related to yes or no, at that time we will use if or whether in indirect speech. For example, I asked her, do you know how far the bank is from here? Now while changing into indirect speech, we will write I asked her. Now it is yes no questions, we will write if or whether. We will remove do, and now in the place of you we will write she. No will change into knew how far the bank is from here, will change into was from there. Next is while changing into direct speech, comma is added after reporting verb. Quoted speech becomes an interrogative sentence, so we will add question mark at the end of the quoted speech. Reporting verb asked or inquired may change or remain same while changing into direct speech. For example, now if the question is yes no questions, the quoted speech begins with auxiliary verbs such as do, does, have, as, is, am, are, will and must. For example, Rani asked Joseph where he bought his shirts from. Now while changing into direct speech, we can write in two ways. That is, Rani asked Joseph, comma, into inverted comma, where we will write do, in the place of he we will write you, bought will change into buy, his will change into your, shirts from, and we will add question mark. Next is, Rani said to Joseph, where do you buy your shirts from? Now we will see how we can change imperative sentences into direct speech. Verbs such as request, suggest, order, instruct, advise, command and recommand are used. Verbs like instruct and order means an object while changing into indirect speech. Verbs in quoted speech are used in their infinitive or gerund form. For example, she said, let's make a presentation on Earth hour. Now while changing into direct speech, while changing into indirect speech, we will write she suggested making. We have written gerund form of the verb making a presentation on Earth hour. Now while changing into direct speech, comma is added after reporting verb. Reporting verbs will change into say or ask. Suggestion in indirect speech when converted to direct speech can also begin with the word let's. For example, Ria suggested that we go out for a walk. Now we're writing into direct speech, we will write Ria said, comma, into inverted comma, let's go out for a walk. Next example is Megha requested me to bring her a cup of tea. Now while changing into direct, we will write Megha asked me, comma, into inverted comma, will you please bring me a cup of tea? We have written into interrogative form. Next is Megha said to me, please bring me a cup of tea, which is in imperative form.